Joining us now to discuss is Jay Jaffe. He's a senior writer for Fangraphs, the author of the Cooperstown Casebook, and if that's not enough, a Hall of Fame voting member of the Baseball Writers Association of America. Thanks for joining us, Jay. You wrote a recent article showing Vladdy is having one of the best postseason runs ever. Do you think his performance has changed people's perception of him as a player?
Well, I think he's kind of, done a very good job of living up to all of the hype when it comes to that $500 million contract that he received. I mean, the Blue Jays couldn't be happier than what they're with what they're getting right now. The contract hasn't even kicked in yet, and here he is with one of the best postseasons ever, leading the team to its first World Series in what, 33 years, 32 years? Yeah, my math might be a little off here. But he has been contributing just about every night. Power, occasionally the good defensive play, the base running we saw in the clincher, just a lot of impressive work all the way around, and you just can't take your eyes off what he's doing.
Yeah, so much fun to watch as a fan. Now, I know you're also considered a Hall of Fame expert. Vladdy's only 26, but do you think he's on that Hall of Fame trajectory?
Well, I think he needs to put up more seasons like the ones that he's been at his best, and I wouldn't quite count this one. I think last year, from a regular season standpoint, was the more dominant season. I think we need to see more of that. What he has going for him, is the early start. We see guys, when a player is able to get to the major leagues at 19 or 20 years old and hold his own, which is what Vladdy was able to do. That gives you a lot of extra time to accumulate those counting stats that voters look for as well. He's got the stability of the long-term contract, so he knows where he's going to be. It's clear that he's not fazed by the spotlight, by being the heir to a famous superstar from Canada who's already in the Hall of Fame. So I like his chances, but I think we need to see more of the dominant Vladdy and less of the struggling to hit home runs Vladdy like we saw down the stretch this year.
For sure. Signing that long-term deal, being with one team also, could that help or hinder his Hall of Fame chances?
Voters tend to love those guys who spend their entire careers with a single team. I think that gives you a leg up if you have that kind of success. It can have its drawbacks. We're looking at Mike Trout being, I think past the most productive phase of his career with a franchise that's going nowhere in the Angels, and only one playoff appearance to show for it. But the fact that Guerrero has gotten already a couple other playoff appearances under his belt, and now this trip to the World Series, I think bodes well in that regard. We'll see what happens, because it's very difficult to predict where a franchise is going to be in 10 years, competitively and financially.
Right, the story not written yet. Jay Jaffe, senior writer for Fangraphs, thanks so much for your insight.